Alright, so what's going on, guys? My name's Chopper. In today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about the truth about the double Pack-a-Punch Easter egg in the Final Reich. Now, I know this video is long overdue. I wanted to make this a few days ago, but some things have been going down. Haven't been able to make this as soon as I would like to have, but today we are here, and I'm also using a different editing software, so there might be just a few technological hiccups in this video, so I apologize for that, but it should be okay. But today we're going to discuss everything we know about double Pack-a-Punch in World War II Zombies, where it's at, why nobody has found it yet, and I can even show you guys an actual picture of what it looks like to double Pack-a-Punch in this game, because we know it exists at one point, but we will get into that now. Before you get started, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like. We'll go for 750. I know you guys would crush that. That would be awesome. Definitely subscribe if you are brand new to the channel. Also, not to mention, I did make a second channel that will be down below in the description. You guys should definitely go and check it out. As soon as we hit, I think, about 1,000 subscribers over on the second channel, I will be live streaming some different games over there, so make sure you go do and check that out before you leave this video. Now, when the Final Reich dropped, a lot of people were very surprised and concerned that double Pack-a-Punch was not featured upon the release of the game, or maybe it was an Easter egg that we had yet to find. So, as soon as it dropped, if you guys did not know, obviously we know how to Pack-a-Punch, but we don't know how to double upgrade, and that's pretty much been a staple in Call of Duty, really ever since Black Ops 2. Back in Black Ops 2, when you'd Pack-a-Punch a gun, you could go back up to the machine for most weapons anyway, Pack-a-Punch it again for 2,500, and instead of it giving you extra damage or anything like that, most of the time, you know, you would just get a different attachment on your gun, like a grenade launcher, some kind of different sight. If you're rocking the DSR, you get iron sights on it. Some pretty cool stuff. Wasn't entirely game-changing, but it definitely was a thing that you could do. And then Advanced Warfare, you could literally upgrade 25 times. That's a can of worms that we don't need to get into. And then come Black Ops 3, we have something called alternate ammo types, where when you Pack-a-Punch more than once, you have a chance of getting some different kind of bullet ability, like Dead Wire or Blast Furnace or Turned, that created a friendly zombie. And this really changed the way that high rounds played and the way that you just play the game in general. And then after that, even in IW, we had even more, and this was when you double pack in here, you need to upgrade initially for 5,000 points, and then you can double upgrade for 10,000, and it just made your gun a bit more beefy. You might get another attachment here and there, and you got new camo as well, but it made your gun a little bit stronger than it otherwise would be. But the point I'm trying to make here is that double Pack-a-Punch has been around for years, and to sit back and think that in 2017 in World War II Zombies, we don't have double Pack-a-Punch in the map is kind of ridiculous. You know, I think everybody knows that there's some way to upgrade multiple times, and obviously, you know, you can upgrade the Tesla gun to 4 different versions, but we can't upgrade regular guns more than once. That doesn't even sound right, you know, not even to get a better attachment. I don't think so. And also, I don't know how many of you guys caught this hint when World War II first dropped, but when you load up a game of the Final Reich, it will give you those helpful hints up on the right side, and one of them was talking about how multiple guns, or most guns in the game, can be upgraded like multiple times. Now, I know a lot of it is probably referring to the Tesla gun upgrades, but it says most weapons, so, you know, it really means like bullet guns as well, can be upgraded multiple times, but as you all know, in the Final Reich right now, you can only really upgrade once, and it doesn't make a lot of sense as to why that is. So a lot of community members, including myself, have been doing a lot of digging into this and some research, and so we're trying to figure out what's really going on here. Are we really this bad at hunting Easter eggs, and something this obvious and game-changing to the map still has not been found, or is there something else going on here? Do you think that they might have removed this Easter egg, sort of like how they did the Apothecary Servant upgrade in Shadows of Evil, which, by the way, we still don't really have an explanation, or we don't fully know why they removed that upgrade quest out of the map, because it did exist at one point through a glitch you could upgrade it, but it was never really brought into the full game or patched in later on or anything like that. So maybe we have a similar thing going on here, but the question is why? I think that there are 3 likely possibilities as to what had happened. The first possibility is that the double Pack-a-Punch Easter egg does exist in the map, but we still haven't found it for some reason. Maybe this is one of the most well-hidden eggs ever in COD Zombies, and we just still haven't even stumbled across it yet. The second option is that it does not exist at all. Like, double Pack-a-Punch never was a thing, and I know that's kind of disheartening, but I really doubt that's actually the case. And then the third option, which I actually think is the most likely option, is that double Pack-a-Punch did exist at one point in the Final Reich, but similarly to the Apothecary Servant upgrade, they have removed it, and we have a lot of evidence for the latter option. Now, I don't know if you guys remember back during the PC beta, there was a lot of people digging into the files and revealing stuff about zombies. I mean, this happens every year. Happened with BO3. We got a lot of stuff about Gobblegum and Shadows of Evil revealed. This is nothing new, but somebody was able to rip the double Pack-a-Punch camo from the code and put it on a Black Ops 3 STG. So go ahead and take a look at this. This was a couple months ago, before, like, just after the beta came out, way before the official release of World War II, and this is, of course, in the the code the double pack-a-punch camo, so he threw it on this STG, and this is what it looks like. And it looks pretty much exactly like the Final Reich camo with the blue waves, however it's red, and I think it looks absolutely sick. So we know that it at least was a concept at one point, and this is what it was supposed to look like. It's going to be a red version of the typical camo that we get. So we know for a fact that it's there, but why can't we find it? Is it really this hidden of an Easter egg that nobody's stumbled across it yet? Maybe, but there's also a good possibility that they removed it for now, maybe to add it in later for DLC 1. This is what I suspect. Now, there's a couple of theories that me and a couple of my friends were talking about, and you know how that Marie and Klaus's father he started to make toys in this map, and you can see like in that upstairs house right out of the spawn that he's, that's basically his toy shop, but he also worked on a lot of weaponry. There's a certain machine that's under wraps in there, and we kind of figured that may have something to do with the double pack-a-punch Easter egg, and there's like a lot of I don't know, conspiracy behind that. I don't think it's really going to play out. Maybe that was supposed to be involved in the double pack quest, and then maybe that's the double pack-a-punch machine itself. Who really knows? But right now I feel like Sledgehammer might have removed this Easter egg until later on for DLC 1. But there's also one more possibility I would like to talk about. Assuming that Sledgehammer did not take this out of the game, it's still there, but we just haven't found it. I would like to present to you a little bit of a hint that a Sledgehammer developer literally just tweeted out only a few hours ago for me making this video. Now, this is from Cameron Dayton. You can consider him basically the Jason Blundell or the Lee Ross of Sledgehammer. I'm not really sure if he's going to be like our actually dedicated PR guy for this kind of thing, or he's do interviews and stuff like that. I'm not really sure, but Cameron Dayton is a trusted source to rely on for World War II Zombies information. You'll see him in all like the pre-game interviews and things like that. So this is what he just said. So many creative voices out there, and yet nobody has tried listening to the Untoten. Vocal bunch of corpses, right? Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what he's trying to imply right here. He's basically saying that there's a lot of voices in this game, right? But nobody's really tried to listen to the Untoten. Untoten's like the undead or the zombies. Now, I guess what he's trying to say is that maybe the zombies in the map as you're playing are trying to tell you something. They're giving some kind of message. Now, whether that's something that we can solve right away, I don't know. I don't even know how we would go about doing that, but that's something that I would like to present to you as information. If anybody wants to take this on, this is just what he said. I honestly really don't know what to do with it right now. He just tweeted out this a few hours ago, and I haven't really had any time to process or think about what that could mean, but maybe you guys in the comments know exactly what he's trying to say. That was just something that I found really oddly suspicious, and that might not have anything to do with Double Pack-a-Punch for all I know, but I thought that was interesting, and Double Pack-a-Punch is the Easter egg that a lot of the community wants to have solved. I'd say that's probably the number one want of this map that has still gone unsolved, and it just kind of adds up that he would be tweeting about this, giving us a little hint to this, maybe a really, really hard Easter egg. I'm not sure. If I'm going to be honest with you, what I really hope doesn't happen is that it's some kind of Morse code thing or a very, very complicated puzzle that you got to solve, and it's going to probably suffer from the IW symptoms that, kind of plagued some of their Easter eggs. If you know what I'm talking about, like back in Challenge Chef when you had to do Morse, or in Attack of the Radioactive Thing, you're doing the chemical step. I don't want it to be super overly complex to Double Pack-a-Punch if that's even related to it. If that is the case, I'm going to be a little bit upset because I really don't want to have to, get a physics degree to double upgrade my gun in the Final Reich. I honestly don't know if this is related to Double Pack, though. It might be just some side quest stuff or story related things, but who really knows at this point. And also, just to clear up one more rumor about Double Pack-a-Punch is that the kind of Enigma code on the Pack-a-Punch machine getting like reset back to 0 or some weird symbols on it. I'm pretty sure that this can be chalked up to just a glitch because a lot of people were figuring out ways to make it go off, throwing a monkey bomb on top of the machine and things like that. But I've played a lot of different games where I've done many different things to trigger that. Even with perk machines, I've been able to kind of reset those Enigmas on there. So I'm pretty sure that that's just a glitch. I don't think that's going anywhere with Double Pack. But this tweet from Cameron Dayton may be the only thing that we have to look into for now, and if that's not the case, then I really think that it's just removed out of the map for now, maybe for them to add it on later with DLC, or maybe never at all. It could suffer the same fate as Shadows of Evil, unfortunately. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Do you think that this is an Easter egg that Sledgehammer removed for now? Or do you think that it's still in the game, we just haven't found it and we need to keep digging harder? Maybe take into account this tweet that Cameron Dayton put out. That's really the only hint we have to work with. But do you think it's still in the game, or do you think they removed it for another time? I'm sure that if they did take it out, they'll replace it either with DLC 1, or maybe they'll continue to add content to the Final Reich, which actually I would be really happy with. But I hope we do see it soon, as it looks absolutely sick. I want to know what it does, whether weather. It just makes your gun extra strong, or some kind of cool ability that you get. The camo just itself looks amazing, and I would absolutely love to play with it, but I want to know your guys' opinions in the comment section down below. As soon as we find out any more information, I will update you guys as soon as possible. Make sure you follow my Twitter, because that'll probably be the first people to hear it. The link to that will be down below in the description as well. And make sure you guys, before I let you go, subscribe over to the second channel. We're getting pretty close to 1,000 subscribers over there, so if you'd like to help out, I'm going to start streaming at about 1K once we hit over there too. So make sure you go and give that a look before you leave here. But guys, that is going to be the video for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it a lot. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you all up on the next video. Peace out.